Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another video. We're just going to go ahead and get right into it on this one. The best ways an in-house CRA can help a CRA in the field. Once again, the best ways an in-house CRA can help a field CRA. Now, if you're unfamiliar with those two terms, go look at some of our past videos. We've detailed the difference between an in-house CRA and a field CRA. So we're not going to go into too much detail on that here. But basically, an in-house CRA is someone that does remote CRA tasks, but it's different at every organization. This can be someone that just literally does TMF work, submits the documents that the CRA collects in the field and puts them into the TMF, to someone that actually does remote monitoring visits. They could do site qualification visits. They can do monthly or however long the monitoring window is, bi-monthly monitoring calls with the site. They collect documents remotely. They answer questions from the sites. So basically a CRA that just doesn't travel. But what is the best way that an in-house CRA can help a field CRA? And after talking with a bunch of other CRAs, I noticed that, and we all pretty much agreed on this, is that one of the best ways that they can help a field CRA is to help manage the action items and queries. Because typically, in-house CRA and field CRAs are working as a team. They are not trying to compete with each other. They're basically there with the same purpose to monitor the site the best way they know how. And typically they create some action items and they may each create their own separate action items. But when working together, you're able to close down these action items even faster. And the best advice that one other CRA gave me was when you initiate an action item, make sure that you see it through to completion. And the same thing for queries. If you initiate a query, make sure that you see it through to completion. Don't just initiate it and then leave it open, because that just looks bad when people come through and look at your metrics for your site. They say, "Oh man, there's like 100 open queries." Well, in fact, 50 of them have already been answered already and need to be closed out. So that doesn't really look too good. But also, if an action item is, hey, I need to collect, a GCP training and a protocol training from the study coordinator. Well, if I've already collected that and put that in the TMF, that action item needs to be closed. So that's another thing. Make sure that you close out the action item that you initiated. And so that means when the CRA goes on site, or when the in-house CRA has a monitoring call and calls the site, they're not asking about that action item because it's already been completed, right? They don't have to waste that time. So really the in-house CRA and the field CRA are to work in conjunction with each other. And I know it's hard. It's harder than it is because there are no like formal meetings typically. The CRA is always on the road and strapped for time anyway. And of course the in-house CRA is doing in-house stuff and is usually pretty busy, has a lot of meetings anyway. Adding another meeting on top of that can just be annoying, especially when you have multiple different studies and multiple different sites that you're working on. So you've kind of got to develop a feel for it. And, it may be good to have a monthly meeting with the CRA, bi-monthly or whatever, and you guys can talk and kind of get on the same page with how things are going. But that's pretty much it. So action items and queries, because that's one of the things that CRAs focus on a lot when they're on site, is getting those action items closed and getting those queries closed. Whatever those action items and queries are, they want to make sure that they're closed out because they put them there for good reason. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, like it, subscribe right now. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the red subscribe button, and you've got to hit the bell next to it because most likely you've got notifications turned off. We want to make sure those are turned on so you're notified whenever we release a video. Thank you, guys. Email us, eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com. If you want your resume reviewed, email us there. And any other inquiries, you can email us there also. Take care.